you. One, two, Good morning, Asheville. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. Come on, get on your feet and sing with us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love. We let the love joy. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. We let the love. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let it be. We let it be.
Thank you, David Washington and the One Voice Band. Good morning. Welcome to Centers for Spiritual Living, Asheville. Whether you're in the room here today or you've joined us online, I want to welcome you to this magnificent day that we have prepared for you in spiritual community. As always, we'll start with some announcements because we have a lot of those. Remember, I told you a few weeks ago, now that Reverend Suzi's here, we're going to get really busy. Well, get your hats on and tuck your jeans in because we're getting ready to rock and roll. First off, if you have your cell phones, take some pictures, share where you are, and please remember to turn it off so it doesn't go off during our service. We would greatly appreciate that. Big announcement for me. Tomorrow night is part 2 of Beyond Limits. And I'm very excited about this class. We've got 6 weeks under our belt. We took a 2-week break so that I could go back to Washington and visit my family. And now we're going to pick up and we are ready to go. So if you were not in the first 6 weeks, feel free to come and join us. If you have been around Science of Mind for a while and you kind of know what we're about, you're welcome to come. If you think for any reason that you might be wanting to start Advanced Consciousness this fall, what used to be called Prac 1, come on down and get that foundation certificate. If you weren't in Part 1, you'll need to meet with me, but we can get it done for you. So I'd love to see you tomorrow night here in the social hall, classes 6:30 to 8:30. Come early, have a snack, and we do have a good time. Next Sunday is the big day. Next Sunday is a perfect time to come in person as we join together in the ritual of the passing of the torch. Reverend Dr. John Waterhouse will be here to officially pass the torch for Spiritual Living Asheville to Reverend Dr. Suzi Schadle. Isn't that exciting? This is the day we've been waiting for so long. We are really thrilled to have Reverend Suzi here. It also is First Sunday, so of course there's going to be a potluck. And so what we're going to do is kind of an Italian theme because that allows me to get really broad in making some vegan and vegetarian options. So come on down and enjoy us with that as well. Sunday the 19th is something new. If you don't normally come on down because we are having a special service. It's a Gratitude Sunday celebration. Through music, readings, and message, we will have a memorial, heartfelt, and thankful celebration. This is a precursor to our Thanksgiving Day feast. So on the 19th, come on down. On Thursday, on Thanksgiving, friends, family of CSL Asheville are invited to come and celebrate and have turkey with us. We'll be opening the doors at 11:30. Lunch will be served at 12:30. So come and join us. Bring table-ready food available for that. And I'll have sign-up sheets in the back. So another big announcement. Have you been wanting to join Center for Spiritual Living Asheville, but you haven't had an opportunity yet? Maybe you used to be a member. And, during all the changes of life that you stepped away and you know that now it's your time to come back. On December 9th, we will be having an official membership meeting, an invitation to join us. More will be coming available in that, but you need to take one step. There's some paperwork in the foyer on the table, and we'll need you to fill that out and let us know that you're interested. So Check out our website. Keep up to date of what's going on. Like I said, we have a lot. And of course, always a big thank you to all the hands that help make this service work. And the last announcement that I want to tell you about is you'll notice a table in the social hall, and we are, with the help of our practitioner, Athena, celebrating the Mexican Day of the Dead. It's where we honor those that have passed before. And with that, we will light the light.
Please join me in prayer. This breath that I breathe in the breath of spirit, the breath of source, the divine love and light that is all that there is. There is only one. It is one power, one infinite intelligence. It permeates and penetrates all of life. It is all that there is. It moves in, through, and as me. I am an expression of this one, as is each one here. We are all one life, one spirit, one family, one community. While we are many nations, many peoples, many languages, many beliefs, we are all one. And I know as we open and receive this blessing into our hearts, open and allow this spirit, this light and love to infuse our hearts, that we come together in this knowing that God is all there is. And it blesses our lives. We open and receive this light as it fills every cell of our body with light and with health, with infinite well-being. It infuses our lives with financial well-being so that we have all that we need to support our bodies, our lives. It infuses our life with loving relationships that bless our life with well-being, harmony, and peace and love. And it infuses our lives with a gift that we give to life. We are each a gift. We are a blessing to life. And I know that here and now, one of the great blessings that we have is to join together in our hearts in this moment. Allow this divine love and light to flow into our hearts and fill us with peace, with harmony, with well-being, and knowing that this is true for us, it is true for all people. And let us join together and send this love and this light, this peace and this wholeness out into the world to bless all peoples in all countries everywhere now, knowing that peace is a truth, it is a divine source of love. I am grateful to know this well-being permeates all of our lives. I am grateful to know peace, wholeness for each one. And I release these words into the wholeness of spirit, the light and love of law, knowing it is done, and so it is.
I think we're all speechless. Wasn't that wonderful? Thank you, Reverend Suzi, for that magnificent gift. Can we give her a little hand for that? That was really wonderful. Thank you. Wow. So today, Reverend Suzi's talk title is The Explosive Power of TTNT. And I just love that. I can't wait to hear what she has to say. And while I was looking for a reading to accompany her talk, we got this magnificent email from Dr. David Alt. Many of you know him. He's been here before, to the ministerial listserv. And rarely have I read something that encompasses the power of TTNT more than this note that he sent to the Ministerial Council. So if you'll bear with me, I would like to share it with you. Greetings. Earlier in the year, the Leadership Council contacted my foundation, Kaleidoscope Child Foundation, to let us know we were receiving a tithe grant from CSL. Overjoyed, we added CSL to our list of sponsors from our fall fundraising. The sponsors helped us provide 20 wells in Cambodia, while our team is currently doing service work here through November 7th. There is a picture of the completed water well for a family who are a part of a mass replacement mandate by the government to a desolate area. Long and disheartening story. In all, more than 10,000 families will be moved to 2 isolated areas. The Leadership Council asked if the sign for the well could say something in the native language of Khmer. The sign reads, "Water is life." Today we drove over an hour to get to the family, only to find the mother in great distress with conjunctivitis. With no understanding of its contagiousness, the 4 children, all under 10 years old, and the husband were not only vulnerable to the spread, but would not have known what to do about it or been able to take any action. The anticipated smiles and greetings we thought we would share with them at the well were quickly abandoned to head back to find a pharmacy. Had we not scheduled to come out there today, the mother would have continued to suffer, along with the strong possibility of infecting the children and her husband. The tithe set in motion the gift of water and the meticulous timing to retrieve and return with proper eye medicine and additional supplies. In the vast spectrum of constant need and overwhelm in our world, may we continue to find infinite ways to serve one another. Thank you, Leadership Council and CSL. Indeed, water is life.
I celebrate my abundance today. By giving this gift, I show my faith. As I open my heart, my world becomes a better place. I release all fear as I share gracefully. This love that I give, always give back to me. Knowing my oneness with everything else, I know all that I give to myself. I celebrate my abundance today. By giving my gift, I show my faith. As I open my heart, my world becomes a better place. I release all fear as I share gratefully. This love that I give always gives back to me. Knowing my oneness with everything else, I know that I give to myself.
Good morning. I'm Reverend Dr. Suzi Schadle, and I add my welcome to all of you to Center for Spiritual Living, Asheville. And you know what? I want to welcome myself, too, because the good news is that my belongings were moved from storage in Sarasota to my new place in Asheville this weekend. while I am thrilled about that, when I saw how much stuff it was, I became a little less thrilled. But, and there are body parts that I had long since forgotten I even had that are aching now. So here's the deal. I hope you all love me because I am not leaving for a very long time, if ever. Don't know that I have another move in me, so you're stuck with me now. It's a done deal. That's how it goes. So anyway, it's good to be home. Good to have a home. It's good to be home. I'll give you a little explanation about this thing that I played earlier, because most people ask me, so I may as well just tell you. I took this from under the sink in the kitchen. No. This is a bass flute. And what's really wonderful about this, and the more I get a chance to play it, we'll do some meditations and things sometimes. What's really cool about it is my body certainly vibrates with it when it's playing because it's so deep. And you might begin to notice your body will vibrate with it as well, because here's the deal. Our skeletal system creates a natural tuning fork. So we would be vibrating in resonance when we play this. So stay tuned, pun intended, and we'll experiment a little bit more with this monster. I love it. It's become my favorite flute, actually, because it's just, it feels good. So there. So today we will be wrapping up my series on Back to Science of Mind School. So we've been getting back to basics this month. And so we wrap it up with the explosive power of TNT. So what the heck is that? Well, those are 3 spiritual practices: time, talent, and treasure. And so we're going to explore that just a little bit as we wrap up this particular series, because part of the basics of the science of mind are the spiritual practices, and those are only 3 of them. We have a whole bunch. And frankly, anything that you do with a state of spiritual consciousness is a spiritual practice. You remember the movie Karate Kid, wax on, wax off, right? So anything that you bring your consciousness to can become a spiritual practice. I'm working on having that happen when I do house cleaning. Not terribly successful yet, but I'll keep working at it. So anything you do, remember that spiritual consciousness and turn it into a spiritual practice. And we'll explore 3 of them today. I happen to believe that we are all called to reawaken to the divine within us, which is the truth of who we are. And we have this inherent yearning within us to commune with, to merge with, to be at one with the beloved, the divine, with spirit, with God, the one, the source of our being, which is what makes us each divine as well. The big question is, can you bring yourself to loving deep intimacy with the beloved spirit? Can you go that deep in your love, unconditional love, intimacy with the one? I heard somebody say yes. If you're not there yet, practice. Practice, practice, practice. You'll get there. Go deep. To be silent and still in the presence of grace and at one with the beloved. To be in awe and wonder at the divine that is within and all around us. To let your mind and your heart and your soul be filled and expanded to overflowing. To love without condition or limitation. That's intimacy with the divine, within and all around you, and within everyone else here and everyone not here. Communing with spirit is a must, and it must be consistent and active in our daily lives. That's what grounds us and elevates us to that divine. And so it's important that we give time to Mother, Father, God's Spirit, to spend time in the presence of the source of our being. to commit to spiritual practices of meditation, which is listening, being with Spirit, visioning, catching Spirit's vision for our lives, affirmative prayer, communing with Spirit, spiritual study. For example, Reverend Sylvia's class, spiritual study. Got to get your mind right. Another spiritual practice, sacred service, to be in service to one another here in this spiritual community and beyond it. Giving of our abundance of every nature. And celebration, being joyful in the presence of one another, in the presence of Spirit. That is the time of the TT&T, time spent with Spirit. Consistent connection and communication with the one Spirit is essential. We're called to allow Spirit to have its way in and through and as us, have its way with us, to be expressing itself in and through us, each one uniquely. In alignment with God, we're lifted, we're inspired, we're empowered, we're supported in everything that we think, say, and do. We're not in this alone. We're in a divine partnership. Couldn't have a better partner than God. Thank you. Somebody affirmed that. I appreciate that. I'm told by David Washington, you'll hear later, that this is Baptist Day. So any amens you want to do, feel free. And to quote that great spiritual philosopher, yours truly, giving of our time and communion with God in spiritual practice connects us to the divine energy and flow of Spirit, and we are given unlimited support. Just know that. Spending time with Spirit, that's the foundation upon which we build. And so I want to ask you to just take a moment to go within. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Just take a moment to go within, go deep, and think about the spiritual practices that most resonate with your soul. Think about the spiritual practices that most resonate with your soul. It might be meditation or prayer or service. The good news is you don't have to do all of them. Pick a few. And now I ask that you commit to time spent with Spirit through those spiritual practices. Pick the ones that are your favorites and commit to spending that time with the beloved. It's a good idea to put that actually in your day timer. It's that important. Now let's move on to another spiritual practice, another choice you might make. Service is a path of awakening and transformation. A lot of people think, oh, I've got to get my whole act together and then I'll be of service. I'll have something to give. Wrong, other way around. As you give in service, you are awakened and transformed. That is the preparation, and it's also the promise and the gift. So commit to service. It's a path of awakening and transformation, both for the giver and for the receiver. So it's a complete cycle. Isn't that cool? The poet Rabindranath Tagore wrote, I slept and dreamt that life was joy. I awoke and saw that life was service. I acted and beheld service was joy. You get so much more back than you can possibly give when you serve one another. Again, whether it be in this spiritual community or beyond, hopefully it's both. You know, we're each given unique talents, not to be kept to ourselves, but to be shared as widely and as generously as possible, to make a difference, to contribute, and to know that we are fulfilled and transformed in our own lives when we do that. It's one of the gifts that as we give of our talents, we give of those blessings, they expand. They don't diminish, they expand. So you can't possibly give it all away. You just keep getting more to give. We create connections and bonds and community when we are in loving service to one another. We are the artisans and the authors of our own lives. And we are those authors and artisans by virtue of the very gifts and talents that we have been blessed with. That's our paint set. That's our palette that we are painting the universe with, are the gifts and talents and skills that we've been blessed with. My personal favorite philosopher, unknown, said this. You know that one. You know that guy, unknown, right? Yeah. Unknown, but we know him. Each of us is born with a specific genius that was bestowed upon us so that we can do our part to make the world a better place. All of us have a role that we're uniquely suited for. It is important that all of us try to find our special gift and discover how we can best express it. Don't die with your music left in you. Play it out loud and proud. Ask yourself, who have I come here to be? Who have I come here to be at this time and place? Who have I come here to be? Not what your livelihood is or any of the many roles that you have, but from the depth of your being, who have I come here to be? And out of that beingness, what am I called to do? What is mine to do? Don't keep that inside. Express it as widely and generously as you possibly can. Yours truly has more to say about that. When we are not being authentic, we are not whole, and we walk a path of hollowness. When we are in integrity with who we authentically are, we are whole, and we walk a path of holiness, of giving of ourselves. Giving of our talent in sacred service builds community and moves love into action. I'm going to ask you to go within for a moment again. Let's take a deep breath and get centered within. And think about what sacred service inspires you to share the talents that you have been blessed with. What sacred service inspires you to share the talents that you have been blessed with? When you have identified some of your many talents and determined a way that you can express them and share them, I would ask that you commit to gifting that sacred service here or other places and to other people that you care about. Don't keep your talents to yourself. Share them. And you will enhance not only others' lives, but yours as well. And so now, a third spiritual practice that you might play with. I would ask that you give gratefully and joyfully with a consciousness of generosity, of your prosperity and abundance. I would ask that you think about giving that. A former congregant of mine shared with me, we show our faith and spirit and our appreciation for the community in which we're spiritually fed by giving of our talent and treasure. I enjoy giving in loving service and writing my tithe check. It keeps me connected and committed. I happen to agree. Give generously. Give generously to your spiritual community or where you are spiritually fed. It may be here and it may be a multitude of places, but give back. Give back to that. Money is simply symbolic of spirit circulation of good in our lives. Money in and of itself has no power. It only has the power we give to it. We could and it's convenient because it's small and you can carry it in your pocket or your wallet or your purse. It's a lot more convenient than the old ways where you walked around with a herd of sheep and you said, hey, I'd like to have that pot that you just made and I'll give you one sheep for that. It's a lot easier to deal with money, but money is just energy. It's just energy of good circulating through our lives. So don't give money that, like wild and crazy power. The power that money has is the power that you put into it, the consciousness that you put into it. Bring a consciousness of gratitude and generosity. From the ancient Greek language, the word human meant to be the dispenser of God's gifts. We are dispensers of God's gifts, whether it be through our talents or through our treasure. We are dispensers of God's gifts. So as a dispenser of God's gifts, I invite you to create a circulation plan to circulate the good in your life, whether it be financial or talent or just your mere presence, which is powerful beyond measure. Create a circulation plan. Don't be the place where stuff gets stuck. Don't be a log jam, right? Allow the flow to happen. Be generous with all the abundance that you've been blessed with. Giving opens the flow of abundance, both the outflow and the inflow, because giving and receiving is one endless cycle. No beginning and no end. It just keeps cycling and gaining momentum as we go. Now, if you're not used to giving, I get that. When I was a young Catholic growing up, we were required, even as a little tyke, to give money at church. And I'll tell you what, it was hard to let go that dime. But I did because I got the look from my mom. So, but then I learned as I grew up a little bit that it was bigger than that. It wasn't about giving to the point that I didn't have my dime anymore. It was, I'm part of what makes things work. I'm part of that divine circulation in the world. And so if you're not used to giving, that's okay. It takes practice. It's like, you didn't grow up knowing how to walk or ride a bike. You had to learn those things, and you practiced and you got better at it. It's the same thing, training wheels. Start giving a little and then expand as you build that spiritual muscle of giving of your financial prosperity. Giving of our treasure really is an opportunity to experience and express spirit as the source and the divine flow of all the good in our lives. It puts us in that divine flow solidly. I do have a couple of don'ts. I usually am not about don'ts in church, but I'm going to give you a couple of don'ts, and these are important. Don't infuse your giving energy with obligation, with resentment, with guilt, or with shame. Because if you do, that same negative energy flows with the money, flows with the gift, and ultimately comes back to you. So if you're in a space of that kind of energy, don't give. Don't give at that particular time, right? So, and that's fine, because it allows you to start to let go of that energy. Just let go of the energy. Give the energy away to the garbage can. One more don't. Don't give only in order to get, because this is not a spiritual Ponzi scheme, okay? It doesn't work that way, So if it feels scary to give from your main source of income, I have a little game for you. It's very cool. I call it expected income from unexpected sources. So I would say practice giving from your expected income from unexpected sources. You weren't planning on that income anyway. It was kind of a surprise. Let me give you some examples. Somebody takes you out to a $10 lunch, and let me know if you find a $10 lunch anywhere, let me know where that is, because I'd like to go there. But if somebody buys you a $10, it's just because it's easy math for me. Somebody buys you a $10 lunch, next time you're here, give $1. Easy, right? So you still got a $9 lunch. Cool. Another example, you went to get something, and lo and behold, it was on sale, you saved $20. The next time you come, $2, right? Easy peasy. I'll give you a really good example. My best friend is gifting me a cruise for my birthday in January. That's going to be, a couple $1,000 at least. I'll find out how much. I'm going to tithe on that because, hey, what a gift, right? And I still get to have the cruise. So no matter what I tithe, I'm going on a cruise, people. So think about these things. This expect unexpected income, okay? That's the first step. Secondly, then, prime the pump by tithing on that unexpected flow. And guess what? You start to gain momentum on that wheel of giving, receiving, and then pretty soon, your best friend gives you a cruise in January. All right? Maybe we should all go on one. There you go. So, you've heard the saying, give until it hurts. I always thought, I want to find the guy that came up with that one, because that's just stupid. I don't want you to give until it hurts. I want you to give until it feels good, and then give some more and feel even better. All right? Deal? Yeah. It should feel good. And once again, this genius has this to say about that. Giving of your treasure enriches the recipient and the giver and keeps our receiving, giving energy flowing. Giving is a demonstration of faith that we will remain whole, that our coffers will be replenished, and that love for one another is what matters most. Right? That's really what it all comes down to, is the love in action of giving. And so I'm going to ask you one more time to go within for just a moment. And I want you to think about and imagine what treasure, both from expected and unexpected sources, might you attract and be inspired to commit to giving. Imagine the treasure you'll attract from both expected and unexpected sources. And imagine being inspired to give from that prosperity. And now what I would invite you to do is to commit to giving from that prosperity and abundance and open up the abundant flow in your own life and share it with others. Center for Spiritual Living Asheville is your spiritual community. It's our spiritual community. And what I'm going to ask all of us to do is to love it up and to commit to supporting this spiritual community in every way that we possibly can. Because when we commit to this spiritual community, we deepen and we grow and we expand and we reach out far beyond this campus, and we help to make the world a better place. We reach out to give far beyond what you're looking at right here and right now. And isn't that really what it's all about? Because we are citizens of humanity. We are not just Center for Spiritual Living Asheville. We are citizens of the world, citizens of humanity, citizens of the cosmos. And I happen to know that we are capable of being profound and powerful presence and force for good in the universe. Am I right or am I right? So let's be that. Let's be that. I want Asheville to know we're here, and you're all welcome. If not Sunday, to all the other things that we're creating. We're here, world, and we are committed to making the world a better place, to creating a world that works for everyone. And God knows the world needs it right now. So again, think about, who have I come here to be? And out of that beingness, what am I called to do to create a world that works for all and everyone? Are you with me? Yes. Let's do it then. All right? Yes. I'm going to hold you to it, and don't think I'll forget. So blessings on your journey. With the explosive power of time, talent, and treasure, spend time in communion with the presence of the divine, and then find ways to give your talent through sacred service. You've been blessed so that you can be a blessing, and give and circulate your treasure of every form. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. Thanks.
Flow like a music through my soul. I let creation flow like a river through my soul. A will with no beginning, life is a never-ending song. I let creation flow like a river through my soul. I let creation flow like a river through my soul. Like a river through my soul. A will with no beginning, life is a never-ending song. A clear idea in boundless mind. Life takes form in space and time. A clear idea at one in source. Love's true word comes through my voice. Let it flow. Let it flow. A clear idea in boundless mind. Life takes form in space and time. A clear idea at one in source. Love's true word comes through my flow. I let creation flow like a river through my soul.
Like a river through my soul.
I let creation flow like a river through my soul.
Like a river through my soul.
Let it flow.
Like a river through my soul.
Let it flow.
Like a river through my soul.
Let it flow.
Like a river through my soul.
Let it flow.
Like a river through my soul.
Thank you, David Washington and Warren Voice, the band. Just absolutely amazing. It gets us going, doesn't it? Good. So good to see you all here. I'm Tim Wagner, the president of your board of trustees, and I welcome you. And it's so good to see all the faces out here. We have anybody here for the first time? We have a couple here. Anne has a basket. She has a little card that she will pass, and if you care to, please fill out the card, and you'll wind up with this little, doesn't work. Here we are. So thanks for the flexibility. We can make it happen. So I can't see out there because of the bright light, but Ann will catch you. And when you fill out this little card and you'd like us, we will send you an email, maybe no more than once a week, and just let you know what's going on here. We don't inundate you with anything else. So it's always good and pleasant and always a surprise and a welcoming gift to have new people here and returnees here. That's always good, always good. So at this point, welcome, and I would like to ask our prosperity acceptors to come forward, please. Good. So now is that time, as Reverend Dr. Suzi said, it's time to share. It's time to bring your blessings into this world. It's time to share your love, your talents, and your treasures. And we ask that you do that. And as you pass the basket, put a blessing on it, knowing that your love is the most important thing that goes with this because it expands and becomes everything that you want it to be. And with that, let us say our investment affirmation together aloud. I affirm that all CS Asheville's account, now and continually, are filled with an all-sufficiency of visible funds to meet all its needs, wants, desires, and commitments with a divine surplus to share and to spare. And so it is.
I am so thankful, 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 oh so thankful, 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 thankful every day of my life. I am thankful, 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 oh so thankful, 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 thankful every day of my life. When Spirit calls me, I answer. Spirit calls me, I answer. When Spirit calls me, I answer. I am right here listening for my name. Oh, I am right here listening. I am right here listening. I am right here listening for my name. I am right here listening. I am right here listening. I am right here listening for my name. Oh, I am thankful, thankful, thankful. Oh, so thankful, thankful, thankful. Thankful every day of my life. I'm thankful, thankful, thankful. Oh, so thankful, thankful, thankful. Thankful every day of my life. I am thankful, thankful, thankful. Oh, so thankful, thankful, thankful. Thankful every day of my life.
And thankful we are. I received these blessings on behalf of this center from the blessings and overflowing wealth of everyone here, of everyone online that has given. I know that this is truth, and it is the blessing of this center to send this word out. That's the word of peace, joy, happiness, and love. And with that we say, and so it is. So at this point, I would like to ask our practitioners to come forward. For those of you that will be of service here, our practitioners are a noble teaching and healing arm of our center and are of direct assistance to our ministers. And each one of them has gone through a long series of classes, of teachings, of learning, and beholding the consciousness that for each and every one here. So if you have something that you would like to get a blessing on, be blessed on, please come forward and see one of these practitioners after we complete our benediction. And at that time, we will sing out, and then please join us in the social hall. Our October affirmation, let us say it aloud together. There is only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect, and that life is our life now. And so it is. Our benediction together. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is in my affairs. I accept it. I am it. I share it. Just the way it appears and just the way it appears not. Thank you, life.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love is all around me.
Let me know that love is all around me.
Oh, let me know that love is all around me.
Let me know that love is all around me.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love will heal us all.
Let me know that love will heal us all.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love